Hello everyone. Today we're gonna do a special video about a special snowflake. Who do you ask? Well, do you know that type of person that actually blocks every type of criticism or even something remotely negative from their, deviations or YouTube, then proceeds to block the user? Well, that person is someone like Eli J Brony. Who is Eli J Brony, you ask? Well, if you had avoided him so far, well, I would like to thank you, because the cringe that is ahead is not recommended for the faint of heart. Eli J Brony is the type of person that does not take criticism or anything remotely on his deviations. Easily the most annoying person on the internet, because, he's a walking fucking stereotype. Why do you ask that? Well, simple. Let's see what he's a fan of. Oh, he's fan of many things, including everything with fur and things that 9-year-old watch. And last time I checked, he's surely 20-year-old. Yeah, so let's see. He's a Sonic fanboy. We all know how mature the Sonic fandom is on the internet, if you've been as long as I have. Then he's a Thomas the Tank Engine fan. That show that, 5-year-old watch, and 90-year-olds that, are actually drooling, and the nurses come to empty their drool buckets. Yeah, I'm sure you know. And of course, his most glorious one. He's a My Little Pony fan. Those brownies, those cave-dwelling, 20 to 30-year-olds. Yeah, I'm sure you know who I'm talking about. But this is not the point. The point is that he's basically one of the most unoriginal creators on DeviantArt and YouTube. He's been on DeviantArt for like 8 years now. In that time, he actually posted like 7,000 deviations. Well, you would ask, I'm sure the deviations are good. No, trust me. He's a fan of those things, and he pretends to be an artist. Let me tell you, the type of artist that uses, MS Paint to make his creations. And never mind that, he's 8 years on DeviantArt, and if you look at his older deviations, he hasn't improved at all. And I mean it. He's a pretentious douchebag who thinks his art is everything, that, it's better than anything else. So, when you look at his deviations, he actually removes and sometimes even blocks entire comment sections. Well, this is, of course, the normal standard of Eli J Brony, and the reason I'm making this video. I once posted on one of his so-called creations. Actually, it was a DeviantArt post of a mock. It was pretty much a Hero 2.0 mock with a movie edition croc on. That type of shit. So let me just tell you that I hate people who use very expensive and rare masks on shitty mocks. I don't care what type of mock you're making. If your mock is shitty and has that type of mask, a mask that everyone is searching for, and you use it on a fucking retarded mock, then I'm sorry. That is no fucking excuse. And what mask do you ask? Of course, the movie edition Crocon. A mask that is about $35 to $45. That's right, kids. He bought this mask to use it on a shitty 2.0 hero. Seriously. Can you even take this person at a point where he calls himself artist or a mockist? Oh, you want to see other mocks? You should take a look at his deviation gallery, and I'm sure you'll be amazed by the type of mediocre mocks he makes. Most of his mocks include revamps, Hero Factory 2.0 mocks, and all types of shit that includes CCBS and lazy designs. At this point, you're wondering yourself, well, this isn't the only thing bad, right? Well, you should look at his stories with that fucking fandom called Dudley and Kitty or whatever. His stories are cringe. So let me ask you this. Are you at a point where you're asking yourself, so he's a bad drawing artist, he's a bad mockist, and he writes lazy stories. At this point I'm asking myself, do you really can't take someone like this serious? So no one has done a video on this kid yet, and I think I'm one of the first to do. Mainly because he's a piece of shit that does not take criticism. And let me tell you another story. He actually commented on my YouTube asking why I have blocked him. Yes, that's right, kids. After he blocked me and I blocked him, he asked me why I have blocked him on YouTube. So I listed the points of reasons and all that, because someone has even to be in the face of this idiot, bring him valid points. After that, guess what happened? He removed his fucking comment on my channel. So I'm noticing a pattern here. Remove, only leave comments that he likes, block entire comment sections on DeviantArt, remove, the rating system on YouTube. Yeah, I think you noticed a trend here. A trend that Eli J Brony seems to have been practicing for a long time. But here's the thing, Eli. If you do this, don't you think that the fan backlash, so-called fans of yours, will not come around you? I'm asking you this. And it is at a point where you pretty much put out freaking deviations, 10 deviations a day of shit and shit drawings. I think at this point no one takes you seriously. Oh, you ask, how does he get all that popularity? Oh, it's simple, my friends. Well, you see, he posts his shit on every fucking group he can find. Especially on DeviantArt. Never mind that he's, trying to do something so-called original. Most of his original stuff isn't original, let me tell you that. Doing an MS Paint in 2D is not fucking art. Or other expositionals, or fucking everything that you see on his channel. Yes. I wouldn't have been doing this if it wasn't for his cringe that he posts. So basically, he's a shit factory. Pretty much posts shit every day, and nothing more original than that. So, I think you get the trend here. I wanted to do a video on a person that is pretty much the embodiment of a stereotype, and on a stupid fan that does shit on the internet. My advice to you, Eli, how about you get off the internet and go somewhere that no one will see your stupid cringy deviations and your creations. Because I'm sure when you're 14-year-old, you will be looking back and think, wow, was I so stupid? Ooh, wow. Wow, I cannot believe I drew that in MS Paint. I'm such a retard.